Hello, and thank you for checking out my channel today. Today I just want to show you this really fun bear claw block. If you never thought you could make this, let me show you how easy this comes together. And there's so many different things you can do with it. You could use one background color if you want to go all white. That totally changes the look of it. Or you can use all dark colors. There's so many variations. Here I'm just going to go ahead and go through all my scraps, and I thought it'd be fun to use a brown color. I'm going to start out by cutting 2.5-inch strips, and I'm also going to need 2.5-inch squares. The amount of fabric that you're going to need will depend on the size of quilt you're going to make. On my community channel, there is, if you click on that, you'll see a link to show how much fabric you need for each quilt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 2-inch white strip, and I'm going to start adding my 2.5-inch squares to the strip. And if you're making a big quilt, this is the perfect time to chain piece. You just want to fill this entire thing with little blocks and then go on to the next step. And once you get that done, you're just going to want to cut them apart. You could scissor cut this if you wanted to, but I find using the rotary cutter works the best. I always iron to the dark side, that way the dark fabric doesn't show through the white. Seems to work pretty good doing it that way. In today's video, I'm just showing you how to do one block. So what I'm going to use here is I'm going to need 4 of these blocks that are made with the dark and white together. And we're going to build on these. And it's super easy. So what we're going to do what we did before. We're going to take a white 2.5-inch strip and we're going to add these strips to it. Super easy. I'm sewing with 1/4 of an inch on everything. And we'll do just like we did before, take it over to the cutting mat and then just rotary cut these and get them ready for the ironing. You're going to want to iron these just to make sure they're nice and flat before you move on to the next step. I did want to show that you can do it with scissors. I don't think you're as accurate with the scissors, in my opinion. I feel like when it's laying flat on the cutting mat, you have a much better chance of getting it perfect. Also, if you are new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing, and if you'd hit the like button, that really helps my channel out. It does not get any harder than this. Look how easy this is coming together. So now we're going to take all 4 of these over to the iron, and we want to make sure we give them a good press. In just a little bit, I'm going to show you a totally different block you can do with this when you get halfway done with it. It is the coolest thing. I didn't expect it, but I found it when I was doing this. You're going to want to have a pile of 2.5-inch squares cut that are different colors, or you could use all the same colors, just kind of whatever you want to do, how you want it to look. But we're going to sew from corner to corner, just like this, on both sides here. And then we'll bring it over and give it a cut and then iron it back. The fun part about this is you can start to see the quilt come together. You can see the bear paw. And then you're just going to want to trim them up. Just make sure there's no pieces hanging over. There's not a lot to trim here, but there could, there's little spots like this one right here. Whenever I make a quilt block, I like to play with it, and I've said this in my other videos before, but before you put everything together the way it's supposed to be for this quilt, I want to see what I can do with where I'm at right now, and look at this. So you can make a star that easy. You could stop right here and this could be your quilt design if you wanted. I thought that was so neat and it's so pretty. Now to move on towards our bear paw, we're going to take another one of those 2.5-inch strips and we're going to start adding those 4 blocks to the strip, just like this. Grab the next one. And the nice thing about this, I love how the chain piecing really comes into play with this quilt block. You could do so many so fast just by doing them one after another, just like this. Also, I just want to explain about this piece of fabric that I use. It keeps my machine ready to go without losing the thread, and you don't get all those long threads at the end of each piece. Right here, I am going to go ahead and cut this roughly. I will be checking this when I get over to the cutting mat, but if I can get it close enough, I won't have to get up and I can put my next strip on. Since I have quite a bit of white left here, or a little bit, I like to use it all up, so I'm just going to go ahead and attach this one. We're going to end up putting white on the little side and then the big side, just like this. Then we just want to get it trimmed up and get ready to give it a good press. It is really fun to watch this block come together, and it comes together just so easy, and it's a great way to use up 2.5-inch strips if you have extra laying around. And now, just like before, now we're going to grab our 2.5-inch squares and we're going to do the last part that we have to do, but this block is definitely coming together. I tried to make them different all the way around so they weren't the same on each one. And now, just like before, I'm going to add these on each corner, and I'm going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. And then I want to take them over here and get them trimmed up. It's 1/4 of an inch past the seam allowance is where I'm cutting. And right there, that's the block we're looking for. That is one corner of it done. All 4 corners are done, and we're going to go ahead and give it a good press. Now you just want to trim each one of these up. And now I will go ahead and put this block together. Get it laid out just how I want it to look. I'm going to take 1.5-inch strips of brown fabric and I'm going to put it in the middle just like that. Right now I'm just going to roughly chop it until I sew it on, and then I will trim it up once that is all sewn together. I have decided I want to put a 1.5-inch square white block right in the very center. And here I will put brown strips right there, just like that. Give it a cut and sew all of that together. And there's part of it put on, and now I'll just attach the other piece. And just like that, you have made your first block that measures 13.5 inches by 13.5 inches. That makes a big size block, so that means your quilt will go together really fast. This block has been a lot of fun to make, and look at it with the different colors. So pretty. At the end of this video, I'm going to put up 2 of my other videos if you want to click on them, and I hope you'll hit the like button and consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching.